Hi there everyone, welcome back to my garden. My name's Diane and I garden here in the northeast of England, and today I'm going to be splitting some of my hostas. So I've had to wait until this time of the year to actually see where the hostas are, because up until now they've just been sort of pots, they've been under the soil, so you just get pots of brown earth and you have to sort of guess at what's in them. So this looks like some kind of self-seeded plant or weed, which I'll pull out, but I can clearly identify all these little points as hosta. So that's one tub there, and then if we come out here, where's the other tub? Here. So I can see I've got some geranium fame there. I recognise that leaf, but I'll take him out. So yes, I've had these two rather large tubs of hostas for years now, and it is recommended that you split your hostas at least once every 5 years. So right, I'm going to split those two big ones. These little hostas here, I've got another pot like this. Again, I can see self-seeded plants there. I'll take them off, but I think he's okay because these are only about 3 years old, these. And I've only got a few shoots coming up there. Just have a look on the bottom. He's not poking out the bottom there. Now I should have another little pot like that of hosta. I'll find him somewhere in amongst this mess. Oh, aren't they pretty? I'm going to put them on my barrel. There we go. This barrel here is where I keep all the plants that I buy that need to go out into the garden. And this Easter weekend I'm going to be dressing the front of the garage. These are lupins waiting to go out, but what I'm heading towards is this beautiful big, I don't know whether it's cast iron or wrought iron, what, it's a hanging basket, and my father bought it for me years ago. It's so heavy before you even put any soil in it. And I have loads of problems with slugs and hostas. They come up, they're beautiful, and then the slugs just devastate them. So I have started using garlic spray, and I've got a short out showing you how to use the garlic spray, and that did work to a certain extent. And then I don't know whether I read it in my magazine or watched a YouTube or whatever, but they said, oh, grow your hostas in hanging baskets, then the slugs can't get them. And I thought, what a great idea. So, but he's just too heavy for me to lift up onto the bracket there. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to take this hosta out, split him and put him in 2 pots. And then I usually keep my hostas through in the little courtyard area through there, through the gate. And last year, the ones that I'd elevated and put on tables didn't get damaged half as much as the ones on the ground. So yeah, so I'm going to split him. Right, I'll take the sunglasses out the way, the little pots. Just make a bit of room in here so that I can actually work in it. Right, so the first one I have is this one. So I'm going to take that geranium fame out. Don't need him. And I've brought some large tubs through, which I think I'll probably need to use. We won't know how deep his root run is until we get him tipped out the pot. But if it's as deep as that, then I'm going to need pots this big to put the next one in. So we just, actually, you know, I think I'm going to have to work on the bench here. Right, so one half of him is going to go back into this bucket. And I quite like that moss on the top. I don't know whether it's actually doing the hosta any harm though. I don't know whether to take the moss off. I think I will. And moss grows where it's very damp and shady, which is where these hostas live, in my little sort of shady courtyard. Right, so what you have to do is you have to look for a natural division in the plant, somewhere where you can cut through without damaging the shoots. And I would say, so I've got this nice, I don't know what it is, a branch cutter or whatever, but it's great for dividing plants. So I am going to cut. So I'm going to cut through here. I might lose one or two little tips like that one that's just fallen off there, but can't be helped. It's nice and steady. And then when I get to here, I'm going to try and angle between these two. Oh, there we go. That was easy. There now. Now, my thinking is that if I just pop that into, say, back into there, would that grow at the right angle? Or would it grow lopsided with a sort of flat wall bit at the back? So what I'm thinking is I'm going to cut him down here, so just straight, like at an angle down there. Hostas are really tough. I'm on his back. Like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them back to back like that. So I'll get a nice shape to the hosta leaves when they come up. So I've got a nice mix of peat-free compost and a lot of ground up tree bark in here. So the tree bark does help hang on to the moisture in the soil, which can be a problem with the peat-free because some of it just dries out so quickly. So the tree bark will help maintain that moisture. So I'm going to put him like that. And I'm going to put him like that. I mean, I could have put these in separate pots and had 4 hostas out of this, but I think I'm going to be fine with this. So put a bit of this soil back in, because I do give my hostas liquid seaweed feeds throughout the year. It really helps them. liquid seaweed, and it doesn't actually feed them, it just makes them healthier so that they can absorb more nutrients from the soil that they're in. And you can use it on just about every plant. It's nice and natural. Some soil down the back there. And we'll see how these respond. They'll respond very quickly to the new soil. It shouldn't set them back at all, because this is the perfect time to split them. You could split them in the autumn, but in the spring they're raring to grow anyway. A little tap down. And then you just pop it outside and give it a nice drink of water. There we go. Right, now, will that be tall? No, that pot's not going to be tall enough. This one? Yeah, this one will be. Put some new soil in the bottom. This is one of those jobs that it was on my mind for the last few years. Must split the hosta. Never got round to it. And actually, when you come to actually do it, it doesn't take very long at all. But if you miss the opportunity, so say, I don't know, a couple of weeks time, the leaves on this hosta will be quite large and you do more damage. So I would say that's too late. But you know, if you don't get it done, it's not the end of the world. They're still going to grow for you. They're just going to be a bit squished in their pots, aren't they? Take my thumb out of the way. That wouldn't be a very good video. It's really just trying to saw through that crown. It's the hardest bit. But yeah, you could get, I could have got 4 beautiful sized little hostas out of this one big clump. But I haven't got a very big courtyard, so doubling up on the hostas is quite enough for me. But if you had a big garden and you wanted, and you know, you had a beautiful hosta that was huge, you could easily quadruple your hostas. There we go. So again, I'm just putting them back to back in here. Actually, I am just going to put one bit of the hosta in there. And if your hostas need dividing and you haven't got room for more of them, then they make a lovely gift for someone, wouldn't they? For the right someone. It's always hard giving your plants away. Saying, are you going to look after them? Will you neglect to water them? Is that just me? Right, so that's that one. And then we've got a lovely clump there. Take this moss off. Yeah, I think he'll go in there. Or shall we put him in there? Or I'll put him in a nice black pot. It's a good opportunity to check your soil as well when you're splitting your plants. Check for the dreaded vine weevil and anything horrible in the soil. These are fine. Lovely roots on him. That's it. Yes, we had a tree taken down in December, and we paid to have the stump ground out, and then they left all of the beautiful ground bark off the tree stump. And I thought, right, I'll have that, and it's just brilliant. I've got it saved around by the coal frame in an old, like one of the really old-fashioned rubber dustbins. So it's nice and dry, and I just get scoops of it out and add it to my shop bought growing medium and my homemade compost. There we go, and it's as easy as that. So they look great, don't they? I'll see what you can see through there. Oh yeah, excellent. So I'll give them a drink, and then I'll just carry on potting up these hostas. Oh, this is great getting this done, because Repot the Hostas has been on each page of my to-do list for about a month now. I just keep moving it to the next day. But as I say, I had to wait until the tips came up out the ground so I knew what was a hosta and what wasn't. Right, that's another one. And then I've just got that one in the hanging basket. Right, so this hosta here, which was growing in this big hanging basket, has obviously got other things growing in amongst it because it's sat out, some kind of shrub or something. So I need to tip it out, get rid of all the root off this shrub. So yeah, this is definitely not a gardener's world moment, where it's like, here we have one hosta and I'm going to split it. Like I say, I was very pleased with the result the first year I did it, but this hosta's been in this basket for yonks, years. And I think last year, poor thing, it just sat around the back of the greenhouse. So that's Linaria. I've got loads of that. I don't need that. I'll take the base off. Just checking the soil. Right, so I can pull this away from it. So that is a lump of Linaria. I think that's some kind of yellow poppy or something there. Now this is what I'm not sure what it is. It's probably some seed off a tree that's all seeded and then started to grow. Wow. There's another one right in the middle here as well. As well as that, there's Linaria in the middle there too. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to saw it. I'm going to saw the hosta in half here. There we go. Oh, that was easy. Then we can see what we've got. It's a weed. So that's a lovely little hosta plant there. Get any other obvious weeds out the way. Right, I'll find a pot for him. That one. Oh, I think that's a nice size pot, isn't it? Yeah, try that. Awesome. That one. It's going to break the hosta up even more, but it's better to get this tree out. We don't want to take him with us to the new pot. Might be easier just to try and get the hosta out. There. So that's the hosta. There we go. And that is the tree. Right, so I've got two nice little clumps there. We just need a nice little pot for him. There we go. Oh, I'm delighted with them. So there we are, all the hostas split. That's my new little mouse ears one. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope it's been of interest to anyone who's got hostas to split and maybe you were feeling a bit anxious about it. It's really easy. So I hope the weather's nice where you are so that you can get out in your garden and do some gardening or just sit and have a cup of tea and admire your garden. So until next time, bye.